Very good morning, friends. As you know, I am making these certain interviewer questions on a different domains like cyber domain, information security domain, ISO domains, third party risk management domain, and IT general controls. So this is the further questions on the third party risk management. So first question is, how do you categorize the third party vendors? For example, if any organization has n numbers of active vendors, so how do you categorize those vendors? The proper answer of this question is we can categorize the vendors on the basis of risk rating. For example, those vendors having the critical risk should be kept on the top of the list, and similarly so on. But the question arising that what is the process to identify that which vendors comes under the critical one. So this the identification of risk is completely depending on the information or the confidential information of the organization vendor is carrying. That means if vendor is collecting, processing, or transmitting the confidential or transactional information or some critical non-public organizational information, then ideally a vendor risk will be critical, and similarly we can categorize as low for the collecting information, normal information like employees customer name or contact details, etc. Means those vendors who are collecting very confidential information should be treated as the critical vendors, and those vendors who is responsible to collecting very normal informations like employee name, customer name, or contact details should be considered as low risk. Okay, come to the next question. For example, if an organization has provided the corporate laptop to the third party vendors, what controls do you check? Because sometimes we have seen that the organization has provided their own laptops to the third party vendors. Organization doesn't allow to work the vendors on their own laptop because due to the privacy of the data or uh, for the security of the data as well. So what are the required checks we should check on the corporate provided laptops? So the first one is VPN. The latest version VPN should be enabled. Second, users logging status. For example, at what time user has logged off and at what time users has logged in. So this is the second one. Third is the data privacy software like DLP. Next is the to protect our assets from the virus, we should antivirus, and last is the licensed windows. These are the main controls we should ensure to have in the uh, corporate provided laptops. Otherwise, there are also n numbers of controls we should ensure. Next question is, what is trust service criteria? Uh, at my time, this is the first questions I was shocked when interviewer has asked me, because trust services criteria before I didn't have heard, even I didn't have heard the name of the trust service criteria. So the answer of the trust service criteria definition is trust services criteria are those criteria used to evaluate and report on the controls over information and systems of the organization. We can categorize the types as security, confidentiality, availability, and integrity. Question number 4. What is CSC and CSP? CSC is a cloud service customer and CSP is a cloud service provider. For example, Amazon and Microsoft example, and CSC that who are taking the services from the CSP. This is the main basic difference. From the cloud security perspective, I am planning to make a different session on the same. Very soon, I will publish also that particular one. Next question is, what is the life cycle of TPRM? TPRM is a third party risk management. So the first phase of the TPRM is vendor selection. Second is the onboarding of vendors. Third is the operation of vendors. Next is the vendor renewal and vendor termination, guys. Guys, if you want to learn more about the TPRM, I had already published more details about the third party risk management. I will provide the link in the description tab. You can refer that particular description as well for more details. So guys, these are the certain questionnaires which I had faced in my life during the interviewing. So what is the feedback from your side for such questionnaires? So do I have to improve in which area? You can um, share your comments in the comment box and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much.